What's going on? Travis-Stoetzel here, Travis-Stoetzel.com, unbreakablebadass.com, and I'm doing a quick video here for my man Rick Casselge over there for with exerciseforinjuries.com and all these people over there. One of the questions that I get quite a bit is how to train hard while also avoiding injury, and that's a big issue with people is sometimes they just push it a little too hard. And basically what I'm going to do is just go over a few different key tips to focus in on and basically help you be able to train hard and avoid injury. Alright, so first and foremost, when it comes to my overall philosophy of training, it all starts with mindset. And my mindset when it comes to training is going 110% ham. Alright, I'll let you look up what ham means. Basically what it is, it's a mindset. So you're going into your training sessions full bore, full effort, and that's how it needs to be. That's the first and foremost thing that you need to focus on, is going 110% ham. Now with this, when you're going into your training sessions, the first key thing that you need to focus in on is training smart. Alright, a big issue that people are running into now is they want to train hard, they're going 110% ham, but they're not training smart about it. Alright, so they're avoiding or misinterpreting a few different things. So first and foremost, form. Second is technique. Okay? So form and technique need to be of major focus. Okay, if you're going to be training hard, train hard at your level, maintaining good form, good technique. Once those things start to break down, that's when you're at your threshold. Alright, so those are the first focuses that you need to be focusing in on. A lot of times if you see any of my type of workouts, and if you check out any of my videos that I have on YouTube, that's what I'm promoting, 110% ham, but at the same time I want you to train smart. Know your limits. People are going to be at different levels across the board. Alright? Next key point with this is progression. Okay? So we need to be training smart, focusing in on form and technique. Next, you have to focus in on progression. Alright? When it comes to progression, you need to be taking structured steps to get yourself to the next level. For example, a big issue that I'm seeing right now that's getting people injured is that with CrossFit, all right? People are jumping into different workouts, they're training intensely, and when it comes down to, you know, doing some technical lifts like Olympic lifts like snatches or cleans or something like that, they really haven't taken the necessary progressions yet to build up to those movements. That's why they're getting injured. And so it needs to come down to that. You need to focus in on taking the necessary steps, building yourself up over time, strength-wise, conditioning-wise, and focusing in on progressions. Just being patient. That's going to help you stay injury-free. If you skip that step, that's where you're going to be running into problems. All right? Lastly, I want to show a little example. All right, so most of the time when it comes down to training hard, focusing on form and technique, progressions, somewhere the area that people miss the most is with their conditioning, all right? People love to condition, all right? That's the fun part of training, obviously. So doing different circuits and things like that. And what tends to happen is when you're in these circuits, your form and technique, that's when it starts to break down. When you get fatigued and people push through that, that's where they start to get injured. Alright, so what I want to use for an example is interval training. One of the ways that I use interval training in a progressive manner is I change up the time intervals. Alright, so for example, if you're somebody that's brand new and we're going to be doing a body weight circuit or even a circuit with weighted movements, first week what we might do is we might utilize 30-30. So we might go 30 seconds on, then take a 30-second break. Or depending on your fitness level, we might do 30 seconds on, then a full minute break, so you can focus on recovery, but still you're pushing that pace a little bit with shorter rest periods. All right, so the 30 seconds on, that's full intensity, and then you're getting a short little break, 30 seconds. The second week, we might come back, we might increase that, 40, 20. So we're still going for a minute. Now we're going 40 seconds on, 20 seconds off. You're still getting that high intensity work in there, allowing yourself to get a little bit of a breather so we can maintain form and technique, work on our progressions by not getting injured. If you, the top level progression there, we might go to 60 15s, or you could even go to 60s zeros. So you're going minute of all out work, and then you're just rotating stations. So you're not really getting a break, you're just rotating movements. So you're getting a break with that certain movement as you go to a different movement. If that makes sense. But that's just an example setup of how I do different interval sets with conditioning and how you can progress it over time. So who knows, if you're less advanced, you might stay on 30-30s for 3 or 4 weeks. And then after you get that base level conditioning down, you get good form technique with your different movements, you can start progressing up. But that's just an example of how I implement this into my training programs. That's more of with the conditioning aspect of things, so the chaos, all right? So this is just a few tips. Like I said, trying to avoid injury. That should be your first #1 focus whenever training, whether you're an athlete or you're just a serious lifter, because if you're injured, you're not going to be training at all. So focus in on this. Hope these tips help you out. Any thoughts, comments, questions, post them in the area below. Again, this is for my man Rick over at exerciseforoinjuries.com. If you're looking for a full blueprint that implements this type of training right here, check out unbreakablebadass.com, and you'll discover my controlled chaos method of training. If you're looking to get stronger, more explosive, highly conditioned, lean, mean, strong, everything across the board, it'll turn you into a complete badass. Check that out. There's a link below if you want more information on that. In the meantime, keep living aggressive, getting strong. Travis, I'm out.